your ass down. And welcome back to the IDK podcast. I'm your host, DeAndre Marshall. I'm in the building with my two co-hosts, Don Sean, the coach nigga in the city, and Abel Crenshaw, aka the mayor. So on today, we have a special guest coming into the building, and that is Polo. Polo does finance, correct?
Right.
Okay. With finance, you get into a little bit of real estate, and you said Forex, and you said
Credit.
What?
Credit.
So we're gonna get on to that today. So as we go through our format this week, what has been this week's goings on?
Man, bro, a whole lot of shit.
Hold on. I did this back. It's been a minute because we ain't been on air for a while.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm gonna let you go. I know.
No, let him go. I ain't got nothing. Let him go.
All right. So Polo, give us a little bit more background into what you do first, because you the highlight.
Got you, bro. So first of all, I say I appreciate y'all for even having me on y'all show. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you for coming.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Man, you don't understand. Getting guests on this show,
It's hard.
it be like kicking a damn deadbolt door down.
Like y'all can kind of, I believe in support. I know on what y'all. I know what y'all trying to do.
Yeah.
So you feel me? So I appreciate that. You get a bit about me. First of all, my name's Marco. I go by your page, Marco. What I do is I really just stepped into Forex, and that's where the doors open up with everything else, the credit and the Turo and the real estate. But all I do is I trade. I trade the exchange rates every day, and now I teach people how to do it every day. So that's mainly what I do. In the process of I just completed a robot that trades for us. So we don't even trade manually anymore. It just trades for us. We wake up and we just make money.
Nigga, you go to school? Did you go to school for this shit?
Nah, bro, I ain't go to school.
Smart little motherfucker.
Yeah, nah.
Intelligent young brother.
I appreciate you.
Nah, for real, bro, because I've heard about the Forex and all this shit. I just ain't never dove into it. I know I can get, because my cousin, he really into this shit, but that nigga, he one of them, like, get rich quick type nigga. So it's like, I ain't really just know if it was. It ain't no get rich quick. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know, because that's what he be on.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. You're right, but it ain't no get rich quick. And bro, I ain't gonna lie, but that shit look complicated. You see like lines and numbers and shit.
No, I know it ain't. Yeah, that's complicated. Man, I understand stocks and all this shit.
That shit's simple as hell, but that's really what I do. Then the credit, that's just showing people the actual laws, like because people don't know the laws that they can go get shit, they can get shit disputed. Like you really ain't gotta crazy to say, you really ain't gotta pay motherfuckers back. It's crazy. And Trump proved that. You know what I'm saying?
I've been doing that.
Yeah, for real. But
I ain't paying nobody back, bro. My credit was. For the longest, before I even like started caring about it, cause like, how old are you?
I just turned 23.
Yeah. Okay. Now when I was your age, I didn't fuck about no credit.
Yeah.
I just straight cash everything. Fuck credit. I'm gonna go get a loan here. If you're gonna give it to me, I'm gonna take it.
Right.
But now I know like, nah, bro, you can't do that shit. Credit is important, but I ain't paying the motherfuckers back. I just disputed all that shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people that's listening, I've been following Marco. I don't know for how long on Snapchat. And like when he first started, a lot of people put these like on TikTok, IG. They do this and do that, and it's always bullshit. Like it's a triangle. But just watching this young man, like real talk on his Snapchat, this man has a team behind him. He has successful people that's doing it, and the way he carries himself, the moves he's making, it's for real. Like I've been trying to I've been telling you about it for the longest. I said, bro, this dude Polo. I was like, bro, he's out here moving. I showed him your Snapchat.
I see a
he
lot
was
of
in
people
LA.
Putting like you know, so like giving shout outs and shit. I see your place quite a few
And
times.
I didn't quite put it together because when you said it, I was like, all right, bet. But then to come in and see, I was like, oh, that's bro.
Yeah. So people that's listening, it's not a pyramid scheme. If y'all want to know more about it, hit our page up. We'll give you his link or his
we're gonna have a link
number.
posted on the video.
Yeah, and everything. So y'all can see
Our
what he's doing. Just him being a young man, and the amount of money he's coming in and stuff he's doing is crazy.
And then just being able to be intelligent enough to really know what the fuck you do.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like,
And to pass it on.
Yeah, that too, because a lot of people of our skin color are very selfish.
Yeah.
Give a fuck about you. I'm trying to get rich. However you
But you gotta be disciplined though. You gotta
Yeah.
learn how to be
I mean,
humble, patient,
But
disciplined.
I'm just saying though, like, just the stigma. Ain't no young nigga finna show you no games, bro. Like, because who showed up? Who showed me the game? We weren't taught. We were not taught to do that.
We gotta go get it.
That's
Yeah.
it. Ain't nobody-
So what made you get into this, or who showed you, or?
Bro, I had a homeboy, so just being keeping it real shit. I went to college, I straight out of high school. I was going to school for criminal justice and homeland security, but I was going to sell drugs. I was going to be like a DEA, but I didn't be no corner.
Okay.
I wanted to like be in there.
Pounds
So,
on the left.
yeah, I wanted to go in. So that's why I went to school for it. I took a military class so I could have some military background when it was time for me to make that move. I met a homeboy in there, his name Mark, my brother to this day. We met in college, and we just fast forwarded like a year later. We kept in touch about a year later, he hit me up. He was like, I think we got the move. We pulled up on him, and he showed me before and shit. And then they got like systems in place to where they literally tell you to get in here and get out here. So he showed me that. I'm like, shit, nigga, why everybody ain't doing it? So then when he showed me that, it made it seem like it was gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? And I got going. And once I got going, I made all I had to do was I think I made like $7, bro. And I said, if I can pull this shit off, I'm finna go in. I pulled that $7 off, I said, I'm finna take it there. And you feel me? And after that, once I started taking it there, I don't know how everybody religion is, but I was just sitting, but the man upstairs, he just told me, he was like, he said, this is not for you. He said, the moment you start helping everybody else make money, that's when you will really start making your money. So when I put my shit out the way, I was like, I ain't gonna try to get it for me, I'm gonna get it for everybody else. And that's what made me even go harder.
That's crazy. I heard a quote the other day. A motherfucker said they was talking to somebody that said, "How great is what you're doing if it's only benefiting you?"
Right.
Like I never heard this shit. I was like, damn, that makes sense.
But it's just crazy, like this you being so young, bro, and your mindset, like that's like a go-getter mindset. And but how long did it take you to start actually making like big money? Was it like a slow process, or you was the one of the lucky ones that popped off quick?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. To start making, I say, consistent money, it took me about like 8 months. And just to start like hitting, I was hitting like my third month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was hitting like my third month because this shit is really like simple. I heard a man tell me, he said, why would a rich person make it hard to get rich? You know what I'm saying? Well, it ain't supposed to be hard to get rich type shit. So once I made that money, but like that 8 months, when I made $1,000. He started with me. $1,000. I made $1,000 a week. No, $1,000 a day. It was day. $1,000 a day. When I started making $1,000 a day, that's when I started really telling people about it. First, I was faking until I made it. That's how they taught us. When I started actually making the bread, I was like, all right, I'm finna tell everybody about this shit. You feel me?
So is this on the lines of passive income, or is it on the lines of portfolio income?
It's on the line of portfolio, but with the company I was with, they set up to where if you tell somebody about it, then you can get a passive income.
Because now you're making money off of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how it works. What happens is you have people that manipulate the telling people part and not teaching them. So when I understood that, so that's why it's hard for people to trust people, because everybody just really trying to get some bread off of them. So I already took the initiative. I was like, I already said I'm not even going to take that move, because at the end of the day, bro, they put like $700,000 a month on the table for you. Like, why would you not try to do that? You know what I'm saying? But you got to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Everybody thinks about themselves, and when you think about everybody else, you're gonna get the bread. You gotta make sure everybody get it first. Type of shit. So, but the passive income, bro. So that's why I made the bot, so I can take the trading into a passive income type of thing.
Without screwing anybody, because now y'all got bots out there.
Now you got bots, so you can't say you didn't make no money yet. You feel me? You can't say you got in, it took too long for you to learn. I got a robot working for you 24 hours.
So are you planning to kind of grow that and get into what's called, I guess, mining? I guess like so that way y'all are kind of mining forex at that point, kind of like I guess I'm equating that to crypto, because they have crypto mining now.
Right.
So is that where y'all are headed?
No, my goal with it is to really, bro, for everybody to be their own banks. So to a point to where if he got it, so I designed it to where it doesn't matter what type of money you put on it. It risks what type of account you have. It's a 3% risk. A bank don't give you 0.06 interest a year on your savings. So what I did is I made the robot to give you it's a try to give you a 30 to 60% increase in a month.
Damn.
So that means we beat
For real?
Yeah, so we beat every national bank in America type of deal. So the goal is for me, the overall goal is to take this system and the passive income and take it to a country like Africa, where we take 10,000 over there in Sudan, they're gonna give us 4.3 mil. And we get 4.3 mil, and then we take 4.3 mil and put it on the robot. Now they got 4.3 mil working, and they got their own central banks in their community. They're not relying on the government, and there ain't no corrupt shit going on. That's the overall like goal.
Yeah, we got protection.
Yeah, no questions asked. But okay, so what happens when the banks catch up because they've already got some type of head start? If you, with you being a smaller entity,
Yeah.
and with the federal banks being what they are, and them pretty much ruling.
They're gonna try to buy them the fuck out, of course.
Right, but I mean,
But they're not gonna. I hope they wouldn't sell. They'll make more in the long run if they sell.
But you ask what are the banks gonna do? They're gonna try to buy you out. Then they're gonna try to infiltrate your motherfucking structure. They're gonna try to see what the fuck you doing, how it works, so they can get it for themselves and make their own money. If you don't give it to them, they're gonna find a way to take it.
Yeah.
You
So
gotta understand these things. That's just how the world works. That's just how the
There'll be a
world
company.
works.
So you got like companies like I was with a company called IML. Companies like that will buy you out. They'll try to buy you out. Like so they'll sit down with you. Like they make
They gonna make it sound.
they making buku money. Like they got people with 20 zeros in one account. Like
Easily.
the money is crazy. So they'll make an offer with you, and the only way I accept the offer is on one condition. They got like chairmen in IML, but they pay like $10,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $25,000 a
You
month.
just want to stake in the
Oh,
company.
everybody got to have a stake.
Exactly.
For 4 months at least. Everybody on my team got to at least have a $50,000 stake for 4 months. So they guarantee everybody $200K in 4 months. After that, I want to go home. I don't need that's enough.
I mean, yeah.
So that's the only way I sell. I don't even want no big break. I think, nah, everybody ever here get it, we good. That means that
On
they
top of that, without that, you can invest that money in another company. Because if you build this company, what makes you think you can't build another one?
Exactly. So then you just.
I mean, that's just good.
keep like a contract on you, tell them you want 30% all the time. You always
That's smart.
You always gonna get something.
That's definitely how that works. You build that shit up. I mean, because you gotta look at it. In any other company, motherfucker might start off as small as you did. They're gonna build that shit up. Big company gonna come along and they gonna sell that shit.
And then go start another.
I didn't fuck with you, but I'm smart. I didn't sell you my brain.
Right.
You'll never match
You know what I'm saying? Like fuck that. Like that shit.
So when people see what y'all got going on, when they approach you, what do you like? What's the game plan? Do you give them, or are you straight up with them, or like how y'all recruit, or how y'all get people on your team?
I used to recruit how they taught me. So like it's systems away with anything. Like so, they got a system called Form. The first thing I use when I'm talking to girls, Form. The first thing you do when you talk to somebody is you talk about their family. It's the F. The O is occupation. So like you working. Your R is recreation, what you're doing in your free time, and the M is the message or whatever you're talking about. So when I first talk to somebody, if I immediately ask you, hi, everybody good in your family, everybody good, I know COVID, wow, you immediately gonna be like, man, this nigga right there. Yeah, they good, bro. How your family? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So now, again, so it gives you the
It
opportunity.
opens up vulnerability. I feel that.
Yeah, but also it gives you the opportunity. If you say somebody down in your family, I'm not gonna talk to you about business.
Yeah.
So it gives you that opportunity, like, all right, we'll go or not. Then you say the occupation, hey, but are you working? You're gonna tell me if you're working, if you love your job, you're gonna tell me. If you don't, you're gonna tell me.
Yeah.
And then I already know, all right, I don't like your job. And then your free time, you let me know if you got free time or if you don't. So if you do got free time, look, I want you to make some extra money on the side. If you don't, I got a robot that make money for you, boss. I'm not doing that. You're not gonna tell me nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how you just get your information when you're talking like to your customers. So that's why I tell people now, have that same form but be genuine. Don't use it just to make bread. It works.
Either way.
Be genuine. Because that's how I really like that. I want to see that.
Like some people that don't, no matter what that form on the work, they don't have to talk to people.
Yeah.
They're just gonna, they are a robot. Like, okay, this is what I was told to do. This is how I'm gonna come at you.
Yeah.
Every fucking time, like this, I'm gonna read you the script every time. Like,
can't do it like that.
yeah.
You gotta switch
Like,
it
ain't
up.
nothing about it. Like you said, it's not genuine. I don't really. You can tell if a motherfucker actually somewhat care about what you got going on or not. Like, it within the first, like you said, the first thing I'm gonna say, like you said, talk about the family. Like, what the fuck you like? It's either a motherfucker gonna get paranoid or they gonna think you care. Fuck you know about my damn family.
When you don't know somebody, that's when you switch it up. When everybody good, you add the COVID situation, COVID worldwide. So now it's like, I know COVID is really crazy, but if I know you, it's just a conversation. Yeah. If I know you, I just keep it real on me. Like if I know you, like a child, I wouldn't give y'all no business because I'm saying, hey man, this is what we do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we do. That's how I am. That's how I am. I had the event when everybody's sitting down, bro. Like, I just keep it raw with people. I show them my account.
You got to show the real.
I gotta show them the real, but I show them, bro. You can tell like last year, bro. I lost my car last year trading. I lost my car. I came outside, my car was repoed, bro, because I had no real. I lost all my money, but I didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? And now that's why I be trying to tell people, like, bro, it was bigger than the shit you go through in life, bro. It's like a lesson behind that shit. It ain't even like when I lost my car. It wasn't no people would have been panicking. Some people probably wouldn't get a job. You feel me? I knew it was like, what are you gonna do? You know, type of deal. I asked my mentor for some bread. He didn't give it to me. I appreciate it though.
Yeah,
I didn't understand it at first. I was pissed because he $100K. I'm like, I know you got the bread. You know what I'm saying? But he said, like, give it to you, I'm gonna grip you. And when he did give it to me, I got my car back in 2 days. It made me realize, like, hey, nigga, I'm a man.
Man, that's real, bro. Struggle make you tough, man.
That's my mama, bro. It make you realize some shit about yourself.
Has anybody on your team that started, has folded, be like, no, this ain't for me, or this is too much?
Yeah, bro. I don't have a lot of people fold. I don't have some of my friends, my close brothers fold. I don't take it personally. Yeah. I know it's within. Ain't nothing like, you know, it ain't that. It's something within. Yeah. Everything's like within. Because shit, if it was something you love, you ain't gonna quit doing it. But if I put a gun in your mama's head and say go get it done, you gonna go get it done. Yeah. So that's why I take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, a lot of people don't fold, bro. I folded for 5 minutes. I ain't gonna lie. It was only 5 minutes, bro. It was 5 minutes, bro. I lost all my bread and I shut the laptop. I said, fuck this. I said, shit, bro, I gotta go get that back. Yeah, I gotta get that back. But nah, other than that shit, that on these, you gotta get that back.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the ATM.
Yeah. That's that though, bro.
So going into real estate, where are you at with that? I know that that's been somewhat of a booming industry. I know at least for here, but I know it's been on everybody's mind, especially with like doing like Airbnbs and stuff, especially around Nashville as it grows, and actually even going out into other states like Florida, like places where there's beaches and stuff to do. So where are you at on that?
So where I'm at in the real estate game is I have partners that's like real estate gurus. I got 2 guys. One guy's named Freedom Scotty. He has 5 properties. He's like 24, 25 years old. He got like 5 different properties. I'm partnering with him. And then my other guy, his name's Abraham. He's a 23, like wholesale, like killer. So what I did is I got around these guys and just learn stuff from them. But also my father, he has 200. He working on a 200 project Knoxville, and he got about 30, 40 homes in Clarksville, and like 2 or 3 duplexes in Clarksville. So my father, so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm already like staple in it, but the game behind it though, bro, is very simple. Like when we hear real estate, it's kind of like, I ain't gonna say, even me personally, like when I seen it, it's like, damn, it's like, I feel like I'm gonna have to learn a lot of different shit. But real estate is literally, bro, you can walk into one of these apartments right now, they can say a 2-bedroom is, we're gonna say $900. When you tell them you're gonna give them $1,500, and they look at you like, what the fuck you mean? Yeah, I'm gonna give you $1,500 for it. Then you tell them that, you say, well, tell me what you're gonna use it for. You can say, hey, you can tell me you're transparent, I'm gonna use it for Airbnb, and all you do is put a sublease it, or you can tell them you're gonna use it for an office space. You're gonna have people coming in and out.
Wow.
And after that, you paying them, why would they tell you no? You paying them $1,500, all they want is $900. How you gonna tell me no? Why would I tell you no? I'm like, shit, bro, why you play?
Just to make sure I got my bread on time.
So now you charge $200 a day for the Airbnb,
right?
Shit, you don't stay there no way. So shit, 200 a day, you got 30 days, you do the math.
And then you make sure that it's clean or whatnot.
You got a cleaning company, so you ain't gotta go clean it. You just pay the cleaner. So probably like 10% of your profit, pay the cleaner. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and check, make sure everything good.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody about doing this shit.
Yeah.
So I got courses on my class. So I just don't do for it. I made my own academy. I switched from working with different companies. I made my own academy.
Which is?
It's called the Foundation Academy.
Okay.
The Foundation Academy has the same residual plan. They was paying people 20% commission off enrollments. I pay people 80%. So my plan is $190. It's like $100, $109 a month. But you get Airbnb, you get sports betting, you get credit, you get insurance rates, you get regular forex, and you get the residual plan, and you get the robot for only $190.
A month?
A month? Oh, that's easy.
So, like I said, I could have killed it. I know I could have charged a killing.
Hell
But
yeah.
every day, bro, you gotta make sure the people straight. If I make sure the people straight, I know I'm straight.
Well, you also
If
got to
you
look
make
at
it more affordable, you gonna get more customers.
Absolutely, like that Frank Lucas type of deal, bro.
That's way
He has
more
the best
money.
product for the cheapest price.
Well, not only that, but you still gonna get no's. I don't care if you.
Yeah, you always gonna get no's.
You can give it away, and people stuff ain't gonna take it.
Of course.
You feel me? But all you're looking for is 10 people, and then 10 people gonna hit 10, and then you hit 10 again, and then that 10, and then it just starts to
It's
roll.
fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope, bro. You gonna be a millionaire.
I
by the
love
time
seeing
you're
it.
30, man. That's what I'm saying. I
love seeing
love it. Like I love go getters, man. Like
Shit, we all, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, we all be millionaires.
Yeah.
By the end of next year.
for real.
I promise, bro. I promise. I've been around too many people that's making $750,000 a month. Like it's not hard to get. It's just the shit. Like they put us behind, but we behind. Only because of our culture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we already like that system they talking about. I didn't pay attention to.
Like you said though, like just the people that you around, that makes a big
The circle.
That makes a
Yeah.
big difference.
And
You in a circle with niggas who only making $20,000 a year. What the fuck you think you doing? They don't even know shit. Like I got in a circle with somebody and now I'm making damn near six a year. Almost. This is my first year doing this shit. First year doing this shit. So with that, even more doors is open because like when we clean these houses, bro, nigga, we be cleaning like big million dollars.
You playing for real, but that's you gonna walk to the right people.
Bro, I'm talking about, bro, I done met so many people right now. I don't be doing this shit 6-7 months. So many just making connections like with the other shit that I do, because I do the digital audio shit. So this one lady, she keep fucking texting me. She get on my damn nerves.
You funny.
Bro, I'm talking about blowing me up. Hey, do you think you can edit this little video for me for this water and I got blah blah blah? You take, ma'am, I don't have the software. Do you have it? I can come to your house and do it. Well, how much is the software? I don't mind paying for it. I really think she just want me to fuck, but I ain't even. I'm just being honest.
He been on. This is
Trying to put my shades on.
This is for everything goes back to my shades on.
Y'all funny, bro.
I'm telling the truth, bro. Listen, bro. I went to clean this lady's house. The first time I went there, she changed clothes 4 times, y'all. 4 times. First time. Man, no, bro. I wasn't studying this lady. So boom, I go back because I had to clean up patio furniture. This motherfucker come outside with tight ass legs, little pussy hanging out. So I damn near want to fuck it in because the pussy was fat.
And Don Sean didn't take the bite.
Nope. She was annoying, bro.
I'm flabbergasted.
How?
You sound flabbergasted.
Because I be fucking. I know you but she was annoying as fuck, bro. You gotta understand, like, you know.
It was a turn off.
That shit was fucking annoying, bro. Just all in my way. Like, I'm back here trying, like, bro, literally, all I do, it's so easy, bro. It's like taking candy from a fucking baby. Go back there and throw the motherfucking chemical on the shit, walk away for about 10 minutes, come back, rinse that shit out. That's $100. It's just patio furniture. $100.
And it's
But
money.
it took me 30 fucking minutes. Yeah, definitely. Bruh, and she all in the way. She come outside, she got a bucket and some soap and a scrub brush back in. I said, ma'am, you don't have to do that. Oh, really? It's coming up. I said, ma'am, you don't have to do that. Well, what do you need me to do? I said, oh, you need me to get out of the way? I said, please. She was smooth in the house and come back outside. I think I hurt her feelings, but I didn't care, bro. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to leave. It's the end of the day. I done already done my real job. Like, I had to go do a house in Antioch, some damn way. Then on my way home, I had to stop and do this little bullshit. I knew she was gonna get on my nerves. All she do is text. But I mean, it's money, so it's like, that's why I stopped. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, but she talking about other shit. Like, she talking about, like, this lady got money. Like she really, like she lived by herself, like
No, you should have been done killed that guy.
No,
I had a Ferrari, man.
No.
Appreciate it, man. I got it from
Sometimes you gotta know the situation before you get into it. And I already know, like you already texting my phone about bullshit now. Just imagine if I put this pipe
Yeah,
in.
once you put it out, it's a wrap.
Anyway, getting back on track. 'Cause I want to hear more about this mindset because and I didn't want you to breeze past that so quickly because really a lot of people say that they want to be in those circles, but when you get there, you feel so uncomfortable. I've been in and around. So like, for instance, like
levels, like you feel like you're smaller than like.
well, yeah, because like the houseboat folks that we go babysit for and all that stuff, them and all their friends, they real estate people, millions of dollars, and we get to kick it with them. So when I first got around, I was like, like I don't feel like anybody really because I'm not where y'all at. Like we can't have the same. The level of conversation is so different. So I got to sit back and listen. So then when I bring back game to people who are within my circle, it tends to be hard to be received because they don't get it, and I'm trying to explain it, but there is a disconnect there. So I want to see how you feel, Polo, when you do bring that information back, especially with that different type of mindset, and how that can either push people away or draw people to you.
Gotcha. I'm gonna say one thing I heard you said like when you be in the room, that's how you used to be.
Yeah.
So you'll be in there with them people and you felt like they was kind of like above you because you weren't on the same playing field.
Right.
So I'll say my number one thing, situation like that for me, I didn't look in the devil above me. I just look like when you playing basketball, I feel like the six man got the best opportunity because he see everybody. He know who tired, he know who doing that, he know who missing, and he got the most energy when he come on. So it's almost like I would realize I was in a better position. I wouldn't look like I don't know nothing because if I didn't know nothing, you want to be in that room.
Exactly.
So like that right then and there, I feel like we all like I'm on the same playing field with everybody. That's why people even fuck with me today because I'm gonna be the same nigga. How much money we make? I'm gonna still chill with you. We still gonna crack it up. Like ain't shit gonna change. So the way I bring back mindfulness with the people, I would say the disconnect is when the problem I really don't have is a gift I got is gap. I know how to just relate to people. So just taking the information from these people and just referring it back to my people in the way they understand it. So once I got that process and understand that I can't come, if I'm talking about trading, I can't come to this nigga and tell this nigga about the Fibonacci retracement. You say, what the fuck is that? If I tell him, hey bro, look, it's like a measuring stick. You measure the feet, it's the same thing like the Fibonacci, you just measure the market. You can relate. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to relate and like I said, just understand that I had to realize we all on the same playing field. I had a little pride too. That's why God stripped me a couple times. That's why I'm humble about what I do. But once you realize y'all on the same playing field, because Jesus, he was on the same playing field there. Nigga, come on, Jesus the man. He walking around in sandals like everybody else. The Pharaohs, they got more bread than Jesus. He can snap on the finger. So,
that makes sense.
So once I got that, I was like, this man, he wasn't out here trying to be the man. He was out here trying to make sure the people was good. He already knew what was going on. He trying to make sure the people was good. He made sure the people was good. Until this day, people still talk about Jesus. Because he made sure the people was good.
But to that, so it's like a level of self-confidence that you gotta have when you're going in the rooms. Like you can't never look like you said, like, give a fuck who you are, nigga, you ain't no better than me. Yeah. Like, what's up?
What's up?
I need to know how you got this money, which way did you go left or did you go right? It's all about like your intelligence level, and I can tell by saying talking to you, very fucking intelligent. So it's like, nigga, you just like if I was to go into a room with Bill Gates, I would want to absorb as much fucking knowledge as I can, bro. I just want to be a fucking student. Like, I'm asking everything. I'm probably going to get on this nigga nerves, bro. How much I'm going to ask him. Like, I wouldn't be scared, because, like, shit like, bro, you Bill Gates, nigga, I need to know something. Like, you can give me one little secret to help me make 50,000, bro. I don't need a million. Help me make my first 50.
And people have to understand, man, like me and DeAndre had this conversation plenty of times before this podcast shit blew up. I went through the same boat as you, being an assistant manager. My owner, millionaire, he got hella bread. And he saw my work ethics, and he saw how I was. I've never changed who I was. Like, I'm an assistant manager, been there for 15 years, high level of respect. I get paid hella good. I got tattoos, dreads. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be cocky, but, you know, my voice is heard. People listen. Every time my owner want me to do something, hey, I need you to go do this. I want you to go do that. Like, he doesn't judge how I look. You know what I'm saying? At first, I used to be like that. I used to sit in the room with him. Like, I went to the NFL.
Yeah.
Well, he bought tickets for us, our podcast when the NFL came to Nashville. He bought me, Marcus, all of us tickets, MVP passes to some concert backstage, and I'm talking about. I'm talking about late. We went to the rooftop. Like, when you went to the rooftop, they had every level had a bar, food, drink, service, give you drinks.
Yeah.
Plus, that's free. It was like, get whatever you want. I was like, this, like this.
Yeah.
And we walked in there, Craig was like, look at all these people in there. He said, all millionaires. He said, 3 of them over owns, 4, 5, 6, We sat down and had a conversation. I'm talking about, I was not scared, bro. I'm talking about, like, I ain't gonna talk to him, I'm a nigga. I got dreads, I got tattoos.
I actually recorded that too. It's somewhere.
Yeah, and like he sat down and talked to me. He was like, Edward, he was like, you know, I was gonna give you the business. Like, how much money you got saved up? So you're a middle class person. You know, a lot of people your age, you know, they don't save a lot. Like, statistic wise, like, people don't have enough money. If they car break down today, they can't even get it fixed. And he was like, how much money you got in the bank? And at the time, I had like 20-something grand in the bank. And he was like, damn, that's good. He was like, you know, your average American don't have $1,000 in their bank account in case something happens. He was like, listen, you need to invest in that. Every day until this day, he texts me, hey, you get that RA yet? You invest in this, you take that. Now I hate telling my business, I'm not a cocky person. I literally have 40-something K saved up. You know what I'm saying? 7,000 on my checking. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he does a lot for me just because he knows I'm a hard worker. I listen, I take in information. Yeah. I help him at different stores. He invests in me. You know, I listen to what he says, invest in him. We text, we talk. Build that relationship. So, and he, you know what I'm saying? He let other people know who I am. When I come in the room or wherever we at, he don't make me feel lower than what I am. He like, this is my boy Edward Crenshaw right here. They were like, oh, you know, it makes me feel. At first, I was never like that. I was terrified. Yeah. Then we get to that level, bro. And it's one thing I hate, bro. Like, I'm from the hood. I'm from Northside Chambers Street. When I got to that point in my life, bro, where I was doing good, you was seeing different opportunities. Like, it's different when you go out and travel and do shit, bro. Like, your mindset is different. You change, you grow. Niggas from the hood hated that shit. Like, real shit, like real spill. When I came around, motherfuckers would say, oh, you think you better than everybody. You think it is. And you know what I'm saying? I could have smacked a nigga and been about my book for what? Why do that and lose everything? You know what I'm saying? So I had to get away from that. Like, the people that fuck with me, they still fuck with me. DeAndre can tell you, I'm probably one of the most giving people you will ever meet, but I do it under the table. I'm to show what I'm doing for my community, for certain people, this, and that. But the message I'm trying to say is like, y'all get in that room full of millionaires, be yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Because you never know what you got in common with this person.
Like I was telling that story with me and Tone. My wife used to work for Edward Jones. So Edward Jones, if you do these programs with them, they give you like your own building. They give you so much money, they give you your own building, they give you $100K to furnish their building. So she was working towards that, but you gotta pass like 3 tests. Yeah. So we had to go to these big ass lunches like on Monday nights and Friday nights to meet all these like richy ass wives. They were rich, bro. I'm talking about rich. Like Ferraris, Lexus, 2 houses in different states. So we up there just chilling. Tone goes to the bathroom, it's like, don't say nothing stupid, just shut up. I'll be back. I'm sitting there, dude, talking to him. He said, hey, what you do for a living? I was like, what's shit, I work at Zaxby's. And he was like, oh, I know Craig. Craig owns that store, And he was just talking about football. And he was just like, what you do? I was like, oh, I do this and do that. I said, I've never been to jail. Just being funny. Talking about the bathroom. So why the fuck to me ain't never been to jail? Like, I was acting hood as fuck. Yeah. Dude was sitting there cracking up. And she was like, why the fuck are you acting like that? Like, I said, Tom, I'm not gonna be someone I'm not. Like, that's not who I am. Like,
I can tell though.
Yeah, I was like, I know, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, they know, you know, so I was being myself. I was eating with my arms on the table. I was grubbing, eating that fish, whatever it was, drinking my wine, gulping it, or whatever. But just, like I try to tell people, when you get in your room, like, act casual, but be yourself. I'm not saying just show your
ass.
Yeah, show your ass, but be yourself. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell, if you don't understand a word, a motherfucker say, what that mean?
What that mean?
Like, yeah, I like.
People love explaining shit. Like, for real. Like, I've noticed that, like, when somebody don't know something and then they come and be like, well, what's this? That gives you an opportunity to go, okay, cool. I can be deep. Yeah.
Let me put you on.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's good, man, for a person your age that can be around people and not feel divided or small. That's good, man. But like I tell anybody, if you a big dog, bro, you can walk with anybody. Me and number one.
Yeah.
Like I said, anybody I don't give a damn if you Bill Gates. I'm gonna treat you the same way as I treat everybody else. I'm gonna respect you first. I'm gonna talk to you like I said. If you judge me off, that's on you. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not gonna be on these fake ass people and be in your face smiling and talk. Like, that's not who I am. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. But I do want to learn. Anywhere I go, I try to learn. I don't give a damn if you're Mexican, black, white.
That's success.
Yeah, like I love learning. You know what I'm saying? I go to like anything to deal with. I'm money hungry. Anything dealing with money or anything like that helps me. You know what I'm saying? So that's good to learn stuff. And people like they fuck with you super hard. I'm like, oh, this dude interested. He like learning. I'm gonna rock with him. You know what I'm saying? So
Last little piece, and we're gonna get into a little bit of credit. So, what's your top 3 things that you can tell somebody right now about credit and how that's moving and changing right now?
Credit?
Yeah.
So I can tell you, this is what I learned in about 5 minutes of credit. You can, number one, you can dispute goddamn everything. We know that. You can dispute everything, damn near. Number 2, what I realized is if you want to build your credit portfolio, the easiest way, I feel like the easiest way, if you got like $1,500, you can go to Bank of America, Fifth Third, and First Tennessee. You can go in there and get a secure deposit and give it $500. You can get them your own $5. They're gonna get a credit balance towards you though, in these 3 different banks. Then you just use it for gas, whatever you want to, and make sure you pay it back. And you say in those 2 months, say we're gonna say you do it for 2 months. If you pay back those $500, within those 2 months, like consistent, like the first month you pay the whole $500 back, the second month you do, when they pull your credit, it's gonna show that you have 3 different proven like consistency of paying people back to show that you got good, that you're good with paying your money. So instead of you just doing it with 1 bank and the same thing with 3, now you got proven history that you're consistent. So when a bank or another bank sees you, he ain't never seen you before, and it's gonna say, okay, well, this guy's 3 different banks, he's paid them all back on time, but you didn't do shit. You basically pay back your own money. Because you're gonna spend gas anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get groceries anyway. So you know you're gonna spend $100 on groceries, use your card, pay the card back. You didn't spend nothing but your own money. So at the end of the day, it shows that you got good history. So now when it's time to go get what you want, you can get that. And also they got ways, bro, to where we know how to take money off credit cards without getting the charging payments. So without you have to pay the fee. So we know how to take the money off. So perfect example. Instead of you going to get a card using your credit, you can actually like use your credit, use the credit card, take the money off the credit card, and go buy the car cash. So now the title is yours, and then what you can do is you can put the car like on Turo or something like that, and you're paying back. You got that car pay back what you took off on the credit card, but the card at the end of the day is yours because you pay cash.
Damn.
So now you flip it for assets now.
Basically.
So that way
And this shit is
legal.
like
Like even like y'all know like even tax laws like I don't pay taxes. I'm getting ready to because the amount of money is gonna be
that's what I'm gonna say. Once you get into a certain tax bracket, you got to. I've been telling people for so long, for like 10 years, I ain't paid taxes 1 fucking time, bro.
Yo,
I don't make enough money. Y'all kiss my ass.
I'm making, bro, to the government, bro.
I'm paying you for it. Kiss my ass.
I said to this day, the government, if they pull my history, they'll think I'm broke.
Do you know that there's no law that says you have to actually, like there was a dude that went to jail for, shit, I think he had to do like, I know he did like 2 years locked up, but he was fighting because there's no law that says you have to pay taxes.
Right.
There's no law.
Really?
No, I've been telling people this for years.
Bro,
People
listen,
thought I was lying.
so like say like you got like a business.
podcast.
You got a business, my family. We got like a business film. You got countries like Ireland, different countries, like different. I said countries like different. I what you call it? Is it a country?
Ireland's a country, yeah.
Country. So you got different countries where, in those countries, they don't charge profit tax. So like in America, when you make money over here, you got to pay on your profits on your business.
But if you send it out to Haiti or you send it out to wherever else,
So if you have your other country in Haiti charge your company here, and you make no money here, so you're not paying shit. And your other company is still your money, so you're good. So you basically never made money in America.
That's why a lot of rich people move their
Jobs.
Apple, offshore accounts.
Apple, bro,
But that's why they don't.
$4 billion.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why Jeff Bezos doesn't have to pay a fucking dollar in taxes. And what did he make? What did he make last year?
billion.
Bro, how much was it, bro? He made so
All I
much
know is
money.
he was making $500 million a day.
He made so much money and didn't pay a dollar taxes.
Ain't got to.
But you know the thing about it is though, the only reason why you know why it's like that because in the 80s, I can't remember I think what year it was, but motherfucker when they deregulated the tax, deregulated what market is that? It's not the tax market, bro. They just pretty much made it to where where the rich don't have to pay shit. Because before the 80s, like the rich paid their tax rate was the highest. And that's why everything was so good. Like motherfuckers had schools, motherfuckers didn't have to pay for shit back then, bro. Like Medicare, motherfuckers could retire from their jobs at 56, you know what I'm saying? Have pension, all that shit. Because the rich people had to pay most of the taxes. Like our taxes was not coming from, you know what I'm saying, middle class Americans check. No, they could keep the most of their money because the government don't need it. Well, once was it Reagan? Once he got into office, he became a puppet. Like that's when I cause was it Reagan? I don't know. I think it was Reagan. Whichever one of them motherfuckers that was an actor. He really he was an actor first. Nixon. That motherfucker, yeah.
Watergate.
Yes, bro. He wasn't worth a fuck, bro. He was the reason why everything got switched. He was the first. I ain't gonna say he was the first president, but he was one of the first presidents that was bought. Like when he was giving his motherfucking introduction, like his speech, motherfucker leaned up behind him and said, "Hurry it up." And it was the president of Merrill Lynch Bank. So everybody in the treasury before that, they didn't have no banking history.
Yeah.
Everybody up until then, that's like now, like everybody that has anything to do with the treasury, they all work for Merrill Lynch. Or any of them big ass banks, any of them, the Wells Fargo, the Rothschild, bro, all this shit is set up to where the rich don't have to pay shit. So that's why a nigga want to get rich, so I ain't gotta pay shit.
Workers paying everything. Bro, we're not even crypto, bro. Like you literally can take your crypto, you can take your money and switch it into crypto, and you can't pay on crypto. Once you turn it back into regular money, it's fiat, you ain't gonna be taxed. But if somebody give me $100,000, I want crypto. I ain't got to do nothing.
But here's the thing with me with crypto. Like, the only thing that just plagues me is what the fuck can I buy with it?
Nothing. Yeah,
It's coming.
No, I'm asking him, what the fuck can I buy with it? Exactly. I know the shit that you can buy with it. So what can I buy with it?
Regular transactions.
Exactly.
You can, I got a crypto card. It's like I can.
They got machines. Have you ever seen the machines at the gas stations now? Like they got
BTC machines.
The Bitcoin machines.
And they got different countries. I forgot the name of the country, but that's all that pays in crypto.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
I'm telling you, I told y'all I knew a little bit about this shit.
But that's how the rich.
He just know more. He done know. I know a little bit about this shit.
You can't. It's something called blockchain that none of the
I've heard about blockchain.
None of the transactions are there's no history.
Right.
So if I send you some bread, it can't be tracked.
So it's
now,
like
blockchain can. But so like
Mm-hmm.
BTC, so like that's when you got like that. So first BTC was used for like legal shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's used for everything. Now, but the first, if I want to knock you off, I can't wire you 2.5 mil. I can wire you 2.5 mil BTC. You see what I'm saying? So type of deal. So that's how you hide. That's how they was hiding their money. Type of deal. So now we know how to use it. It's the same concept. But now they lock it down. It's starting to get decentralized. It's like starting to get centralized. People are starting to use it. But I'm pissed because beforehand people wasn't using it, and we can do what we need to do. Now it's getting to the point they cracking down and keeping up.
Know what the fuck
They're keeping up what we're doing with our bread.
You think that should have been kept on the low longer?
They'll come up with something else.
It's been on too long. It's been here for a minute.
For
Right?
real?
Yeah,
For a long
Like,
time.
we could have been rich 2011.
Bro, I would say 08, nigga. That's when I first heard about it. It was like when I was fresh out of high school, bro.
I was still young.
First heard about Bitcoin, bro. I was like, man, that's that bullshit. Because I had watched, that's when I really started getting big on like much the government was bullshit. Now it's like my senior high school.
Yeah.
So I
Start
just
trying
read.
to wake on some shit.
Yeah. So I just read up on that. Like it was like, this is the future. Bitcoin is the future. Like, nuts is the future. Bitch, fuck out of here. Nigga, 4 years later, that shit blew the fuck up. Then now, 10 years later, after that, that shit is
Hit again.
like, bro, literally, you could have invested in that shit for 3 cents. Like, this shit was really fucked. Even less than
it
that.
was 20 cents.
It was even less
You
than
got
that.
it for 20 cents,
Man,
you would
it's
have
racked up.
You would have got 20 cents for each one of your goddamn dollars. To this day, bro, you would be sitting like.
Yeah, good man.
And it ain't over, but like it's not over though. It's more coins you can get. Yeah, like it's like the world gonna be based on coins about like 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is the grandfather. Right. So you can, but to this day, bro, you just put like $100, $50 in Bitcoin every week, you still gonna be good. Cause that's like Bitcoin.
Yeah, but the
like,
motherfuckers cost so much. They $36,000 for one.
no, you don't buy them.
I know that. I was just saying, what if I want one?
I just want one.
It's 61,000 right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. 61. I said 31. Yeah, 61,000. Cause I looked this shit up 2 days ago. I was like, bro, this shit is fucking.
Bro,
Crazy.
in March, guess how much it was?
What?
Guess how much it was last March? It dropped all the way down to $3,270. And it never went back from there again. Cause I'm looking on trading it.
My
So,
black
like, cause
ass
I ain't seen it on
is
the big scale. I'm looking on like the actual chart. So we actually looking like drawing up, seeing what the next moves is going to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
See, with me, I can't invest in shit. I can't do it because my wife. I told you.
Oh yeah.
See, my wife.
My
She works for a investment firm, UBS. So
she can't do certain.
So she can't invest in the little stuff because their company do that. So her job
It'd be
is
like inside.
yeah. So her job, like she has everything. Like I be trying to look on there, bro. No, if y'all listen, don't tell her. But I be looking on her computer and they got like literally 20 things that they invest in making them millions. And I be like, bro, just tell me. So I been passing to Sean and he can tell. She can't because what happened was like if let's say if I told Sean and somehow we invest together or whatever, she didn't know about it, and all of a sudden we blow up, and let's say the company got curious about Tone or whatever, they didn't really trust, and they look into her shit and my shit because we're married, they can see, okay, where the fuck this money come from, and they can see that we've been invested, she can get violated for that. She can get fired, lose her job, lose everything, because she works for an investment firm. She can't give out information, she can get fired.
If she black, so she goes to penitentiary.
Oh, she's done.
Low key.
But
so we on here, low key. I'm not supposed to give out certain information type of deal, type of shit we know.
Right.
Niggas not supposed to tell niggas about robots.
yeah.
Like you see, like when he say like you just he got to take me. Like I know I hear about it. We got people that really like that though. It's really like that for him. It ain't like that now on the scale to a certain degree. It's now it's just niggas. But on that level it's gonna be FBI and different type of deal because niggas not supposed to know about it.
That's what I'm saying. They don't like that you know this shit.
Yeah, like her before she went back up, bro, like bro, she had like 2 or 3 accounts where her investment accounts, which she was making money into or whatever. When she got with UBS, they sent her a letter saying you have to close these accounts. Like they told her you have to close these, you can't have these accounts unless it's through us. Like if you work for a certain account you can invest in, but whatever. And then like her company she worked with twice a year, she go on block leave for 7 days. They go through all her shit.
Yep.
They go through her computer, see any transactions, see she been sending emails to certain people, and they go through all her shit.
Yep.
7 days block leave. They do that twice a year for her. So they find any little thing. I think she told me when she first worked there, they caught one dude. He was sending information and money off to off-C accounts and another bank account. He had like over 6 figures. Called his ass in jail. Like they real deal. I would tell her like, man, look, just put it in my account and I'll take the blame. Like put $1 million in mine. But yeah, it's like I said, I hate it because like when I did do a little investment with Robinhood, the app, like I made like $1,700 in like 3 or 4 months off a little bullshit. Had to close it down because
they knew.
Yeah.
She told me like you can't have it. You gotta like delete that right now. So I cashed my shit out and deleted the app.
Yeah.
She was like, for real, it's like delete that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
because they are within the same household.
Yeah.
Like
y'all married.
yeah.
So if you ever go downtown Nashville, you'll see the big ass like red building that says UBS. That's an investment firm.
You know, like the one that downtown where it says we work.
Yeah.
That was my building. I was an account manager of that building. And there was one guy. He came out. I was trying to put him on trade. He was like, "Dog, I can't do it because of we work." investment thing.
Yeah.
So you right about that. So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that deep. Though.
Yeah,
I thought maybe he was bullshit. Like, I can't, but nah, nigga, I didn't know it was that deep.
Yeah, especially with her, like the degree she has and everything in the department that she runs. Yeah, like like so she makes legit good money. You know what I'm saying? And
That's a blessing.
Yeah, then you work from home, like you can't beat that. So you ain't got to Nashville no more. You know what I'm saying? So you can't beat that. But it feels good that she can tell me something, so I can hit the lotto and be like, oh shit, we up 20% right now. It's gonna cash it out.
Y'all play on the lotto? Y'all been playing like tickets? I say, shit, if y'all ever play like, if y'all just got some extra money, y'all go to like a gas station and play one of those tickets. There's certain numbers that you pick that your odds is higher because there's certain numbers like it's a number. It's a number.
Talking about the number on the roll of the scratch off, or you talking about
the number on the actual roll of the scratch off?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, so like
I don't know what numbers.
Yeah, I'm finna tell you.
Don't tell us after this show.
Yeah, because we fuck with y'all, but not like that.
I got you, man, bro. Yeah. It's number. I learned from trading. I ain't tell you the number, but I'm gonna tell you the original number where everything based from. It's called the 1.618. That's the perfect number in the world. That's what they use. So like when they have a program in computers, that's the number they generated for like the number from. That's where it started.
1.618.
Yeah, it's the perfect number in the world. I don't know. But it's the perfect number.
I'm gonna let you get through with it because I want to know who the fuck said that and how.
That number stems from.
It can be inverse. It can be inverse 2 or 3 times, but it's always gonna get you back the same number type of deal.
The math
Is that
also.
the only number?
No, it's numbers that.
But what I'm saying is that the only number in the world that it'll do that.
No, that's the only
One
number.
number, yeah.
All right.
It's based off of geometry and a lot of things. Science basis based out of it, but
But so them numbers is that's where all your that's basically they call it in trading they call it God's thumbprint because it's perfect. And whatever number that you use from, that's where everything is based from. So if I use these numbers, I'm gonna say the numbers.
This is the control.
You're right.
Yeah. So I use these numbers. A lot of the tickets, I got 8 tickets, 5 hit. I got 8 in one day. I tested it out to make sure it's legit.
It was legit.
It's legit. It's the perfect number. Like it's real deal, the perfect number. Like that's where everything.
Nigga, you went to college, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say. You know too much. You went to college.
I bought that course, bro. You know how people like put you on, like buy this course. Like I did it. I took the leap. I was like, I'm gonna see. And I actually took that shit serious, but like that, when people like try to like them courses, them shits be real. Like some people, you might have some people try to get off on you, but I bought that course, bro. They broke down, bro. They basically told me about the world, bro. Like told me like just how everything really worked, how the banks work, the money, like the banks do what I do, like how I trade. That's all the banks do with y'all money. Y'all put in the savings account.
Exactly.
All they do is
banks are like not shit.
They getting off, bro. Like
they ain't shit.
They getting off, bro. Like so where I might do like $2 and make $2,000 or $3,000 in that day, they'll drop 84K and make 10.6 million that day, but only give you $10 on your $1,000 account by the end of the year.
And like the thing is that they sit around and bet with your money all day. If they lose, all they gotta do is go cry and whine and say that, hey, we lost. Can we get some more money?
Can we get a bond?
Can we get some more money? Because we lost.
Now they got money. They got insurance on money.
Well, the FDIC, on what? Are you talking about on your money? On their money?
On their money.
What the fuck they do that?
So I'm even putting my game on this, bro, even with trading, bro. I was using my own money when I was trading. Because that's how you post, that's why I thought you were supposed to use it. They got funding, they got people that'll fund you like $25 grand up to like $100,000 to trade with you. So nigga, you can spend $160 to get a $25,000 account. Take the shit I'm teaching you how to do instead of using your own $1,000 using that account. If you blow it, you blow it. If you make $5 grand, you get 90% of it. Why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
Instead of using so you're not using your own bread. So now when people like talk about I ain't got the money, you got $400, you can make it out of this money.
So it's pretty much like a live derivative is what the fuck you doing. Like, cause I'm not losing no matter what. Like the only thing I'm gonna lose is if I lose it is at what you say 160.
You said 160.
That's all I'm losing. I get 25K. Like no matter what, I'm gonna bet all this motherfucking money. If I lose it,
but if I want to use my own money, can I?
Yeah, but why the fuck would
But I'm just saying.
The goal is
because I don't like using other people's money. There's always some strings on. I'm not saying with you,
yeah.
but I'm just saying in general. Like if I got it, I don't mind.
I get you. I'm
use your own. What you do is you use your own bread. But the way to get rich is everybody else.
Other people, bro, that's the way the game. That's the way the game works.
Oh, I know you use other people's chips.
But like I said, these companies, these are companies. So it ain't like it ain't no. I know you said string test like you said that. But
yeah, but not like that actually.
Companies, like, that's what they
like.
do.
But see, like it's a what is it like a. Like just like a regular little, you know what I'm saying, portfolio investor, like that's what you don't want to do. Go get a motherfucking money, like, hey, invest your. I'm telling you what to do with your money. I'm investing. I'm not even putting in what I'm telling you. I'm just telling you, hey, I'm gonna invest your money in this. I'm gonna go invest.
That's what James
spend money
said.
bro, I'm gonna go spend money in Dubai. Cause I just want to go take a vacation, but I lost your money. I ain't gotta give it back.
You ain't gotta give nobody nothing.
But that shit, but see that right there, I get that, cause you don't want that to be on the one.
Oh, yeah, no questions asked.
We so half.
But on me, like you get like so even me. That's why I just make sure everybody good. Cause I just want my name to be solid. But bro, people say, bro, when you trade for me, the only reason I don't because it's like shit, bro. First of all, I ain't gonna be reliable, number one. And then number two, I'm gonna make $25,000 on your account. I can do it on my account.
Why? Yeah,
you might want to come over here. You might want to sit down, bro. Literally, bro. I swear to God, I teach somebody how to trade one day. That's how simple it is.
24 hours.
24 hours. I can have a nigga trade. They sit down. I like no distraction. Like sit down. I have a ass trade in 24 hours. Don't done it. Like don't put out a cup or on the phone cup. Talking to like because it's not. We do this shit every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We buy low, sell high.
So when you first started, did you have to always look at your computer, or was you always on it 9 to 5, like a regular job?
I was. You ain't gotta be. I was though. Like nigga, some days I ain't shower. I was on the couch for like 3 days straight. I was not moving.
It's still a craft, no matter what. Like it's still a skill base. Like, you still gotta have.
It's a skill. It's almost like welding type of deal. Like once you learn it, it's yours. Yeah. So like I'll literally put the headphones on and go to sleep. At my nigga house. Put the headphones on and go to sleep. Wake up and watch the same shit over again. Like type of, that's really why I am where I am with it.
Yeah.
I just took that shit like serious, bro. I miss Thanksgivings. I miss some Christmases, some birthdays. I remember Thanksgiving, everybody was talking about me. You feel me? That's like nigga like why you on the computer, man? That type of shit. Only one person came out and said, he trying to make sure y'all can have Thanksgiving every day.
Yeah.
Real talk. So that's how I really got like hard.
Yeah.
Type of deal. I just took that shit serious, bro. And then I realized nothing is hard. Nothing is hard. We just don't know.
Yeah.
Again, the failure, bro. Not here. Like failure is not failure to me. It's the first attempt in learning. First, A attempt. INL learning. Fail. So when I took that approach, I was like, shit. I'm never losing. I'm always just learning something. And you gotta fail. You gotta fail to win. That's like
free game.
Nigga, Michael Jordan, nigga.
He up 30 right now.
You gotta fail to win, bro. So once you, like I said, that's that mindset. Like once you think like that, but one of my favorite ones is, but if you didn't come from a rich family, then a rich family gotta come from you.
Yeah.
Like that's like.
You gotta change the generations, man.
You got
to, bro. You got to.
On me. And if you don't focus on, I said one thing is not focus on the money. I changed my focus. I started focusing on the bread and started actually focusing on like the mission. And then once I started focusing on the bread just came.
That's real, bro. So
but the bread always lasts.
Yeah, but like that's how I am, bro. Like I be so focused on money, and people like, bro, you just gotta focus on what you gotta do, and the bread is gonna be there.
It's gonna be there.
Let the bread chase you.
Bro, you focus on because everything. Bro, I'm trying because the bread. I feel like everything. My company is called the Foundation. I'm looking like I don't ask God for shit. When I wake up, I don't ask God to bless me with certain things because I feel like He already laid down the foundation to do what I need to do. So I don't ask Him for certain things. Like I'm gonna ask Him for like to help me figure out something if I can't figure out. The materialistic situations bless me, bless. I'm not gonna ask you that because you already know done what you need to do for me to do. So like I said, that approach, like when I already know everything is already done. You feel me? I just gotta like catch up with that new me type ordeal.
Yeah.
So once I started thinking like that, bro, it's like it's nothing is everything like it's like God gonna put His soldiers to the toughest journeys. So I'm ready for this shit. I'm ready for bullshit to pop off because He ain't gonna give it to no weak nigga.
Yeah.
Can't handle it.
Yeah.
So you gotta get somebody that's gonna figure it out. Some type of deal. So once I started thinking like that, bro, everything is like nothing to stop, bro. Nothing to stop. I can do anything. That's how, like, and that ain't cockiness, it's confidence type ordeal. I really can do anything. We all can. Yeah. We really can. Like motherfuckers put blockers, they put like blockers in their mind to keep them from doing shit. If you say something hard off the rip, how you gonna say something hard? You ain't opening up.
Yeah, man.
So you already put yourself 10 steps behind.
It's really a mental thing. Like because a lot of people have a problem with just thinking negatively. Like the first thing they say, oh man, it's gonna be a bad day, or oh man, it's gonna be fucked up. No, it's just gonna be life. You just have to learn how to deal with it. Like, nah, for real, bro. Like the other day, I was, let's see, my truck stopped, and then my motherfucking machine wasn't working for me to put my chemicals in there, and I was like, man, it's gonna be a late start. And I was like, well, it's not anybody else like, oh, it's gonna be a bad day. I'm like, bitch, I'm alive. And I'm still going to make money. Like,
that's I'm alive, bro.
Really, like, bro, there's no such thing as a bad day.
You're alive. On me.
Like, you just gotta keep, like, shit's gonna happen. You just gotta know how to deal with it. You gotta have experience on how to feel. Like, you can't allow shit to really just, like Bruce Lee said, you gotta try to be a bottle of water.
Yep.
You gotta, like, and nobody's perfect, and I still get rattled and shit like that. Motherfuckers can still get under my skin, but like regular shit that just happens in life that just like that you ain't got no control over, bro. I just let that shit go. Like I ain't got time, cause like bro, that shit you'll stress yourself out for no fucking reason. Like I be trying to tell my mama all the time, like bro, you be taking on other people's problems for no reason.
I'm talking about being there stressing, fam.
But this guy don't give a fuck about you.
Right. But the energy has shifted and she good.
But you over it, because the whole thing is you took this woman's all her burdens and you just put them on yourself for no reason. I don't know how I'm gonna get Miss Kathy to the motherfucking doctor. Man, fuck Miss Kathy, you gotta go to the doctor. How you gonna get there? Right. I gotta go work. I ain't driving.
But you know how that's how our parents been for years. Like
they don't want to learn shit.
That's how my granny was, granddaddy, daddy was. Daddy him living his life. He had to take care of his parents. Like if you don't get yourself together, how you gonna take care of your parents?
You can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
I used to tell my exes all the time. She's like, "This is so much I gotta do," and I'm like, "Man, fuck them people. You gotta stop letting people hijack your time.
Yeah.
Like literally, bro, your time is the only thing that cannot be given back to you." So if like I said on that one podcast that we had, bro, you have a brain. You're not gonna come and use mine for some shit that you can possibly, that I know you can use yours to do. Yeah. I'm chilling. Leave me the fuck alone. But I hate that shit, bro. If I'm sitting somewhere just cooling and you call me for some shit that you can do, probably gonna cuss you out.
I'm in that side. I'm talking about, don't call me for no dumb shit.
I hate it. And if people say I'm mean, I'm just being honest.
You taking my time.
You probably one of the people, you don't even call people, they're like, why you ain't call? For what? I know what you're doing.
I know exactly what you're doing. Shoot you a text, what's up? Or if I want to call you or talk to you that much, I'm probably gonna pop up. I'm gonna come fuck with you. I'm gonna bring a beer through. I'm gonna bring a blunt. Come smoke with you. Come fuck with you. Like I ain't got too much time to sit talk on the phone about too much.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm hot.
That's real.
Especially about nothing. Like.
Speaking of nothing,
my mustard pack wasn't in here, kid. No, I should have fuck came. Fuck you in that dog.
I want to switch gears for a little bit because I know that you got to go here in a little bit, but I want to say I appreciate all the free game, but we are going to flip over into this
to some fun topics.
So Freaky Friday.
Not saying that this shit wasn't fun because for the audience, it might not be fun because a lot of you motherfuckers don't care about finances. Y'all just care about pussy popping and dropping and getting your ass ate and licking ball sacks and shit like that. So we finna talk about that right now. That's what the fuck he was trying to say. I'm just trying. He was being more polite. I'm telling you how it is. I'm telling you how it is.
Yeah.
We finna talk about y'all crazy motherfuckers.
And I see why half y'all got 3 or 4 kids.
Man, I see.
I'm just saying.
That's not what y'all told me. I didn't know.
That was the tip of the iceberg.
You gonna have to pull. Somebody gonna pull. I ain't got no service.
Yeah, I'm
somebody gonna pull that phone.
They riding like are they in the city? I can't go.
Yes.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I started this 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
I was like, let's just see if this shit go. I'm thinking, man, it ain't gonna do nothing. It's gonna fizzle out. The podcast page has grew 5,000% since last Friday, and they jumped from Friday.
They posting stuff like that.
Yeah, let me see it. So look, let me see it.
That way,
because you gotta read shit. You gotta read some of the comments, and
Facebook be on my ass. Like they be like, hey bro, y'all can't post that. Like I literally had to make another post like, look bro, hey look, be creative, calm it down, and like they still just go in and just tax.
Bro, y'all ain't got no service down here either.
No, ain't nobody.
That's what I'm talking about. So one girl was like, so.
You didn't screenshot that over?
Hell no, because I forgot that we wasn't gonna have no damn service down this bitch. I got a little bit. Now I got a bar.
I got a bar.
Hey,
we sorry y'all if y'all watching this. It is what it is.
No, so
Is that live?
Yeah.
Well, we recording.
I thought on Instagram live, so I said that's hard.
No, we recording.
So she was like, fellas, when a girl's down there looking at your balls, do you want her to go to the ass? And
that's what you said.
That's what she said, but I was shocked.
Look, here's the thing.
Say yeah.
It was a couple niggas on there to say, here's the thing. I didn't know that so many women ate ass out here.
There you go.
It was probably about 4 or 5 girls that came and said they do whatever they man want to do.
But here's the thing. I've had multiple attempts on bitches to eat my ass. Like, what is going on? I'm like, what? Look, there's this podcast that's very
I
popular.
don't even know like how you can get in that position
Yeah,
to eat your ass.
because when they get up under the nuts and shit get feeling
But
good.
what do you say as a
But
man
you know,
when you
in
get
the
down
hell.
there? What do you say as a man when they get down there and hit that spot? Like, what do you do? Like, what? Like,
Come on,
no.
man.
Come on, these are questions I want to ask. What did you say? That's weird, bro.
You say, man, well, here's one thing. The first time this shit happened, I was young, bro. I was 19.
Hold on, it happened to you?
Yeah, bitch tried. She tried.
Oh, she did it or she
No, she
tried?
tried. Fuck no. Fuck on that shit. But her explanation was, you do it to me. I said, that's different. I'm gonna eat you, but not in your life trying to put your tongue on my ass, bro. She down there, she going off. Motherfucker, I said, oh, she going a little too far. Oh. Whoa, hey, what the fuck are you doing? She said, I was finna do what you. I said, no, ma'am, we don't get down like that.
You should have fired her.
Juicy J
Nah, her head was too
told you
much.
better.
She done it. She tried to do it to me. She did it to other people.
That's fine. You're not gonna do it here.
You're not gonna do that.
Not here.
Bitch hit me with that. She I would have to pull him out. Hey, whoa! What you doing?
But some niggas, but then there was a couple niggas on that like that shit. Said they done tried it. There was one dude that said he was like, I ain't had it done in a while, but you know, when it gets done, it just makes you look. It feels wonderful, like sunshine on a rain. I said, what?
If he's listening, I'm gonna say his name. We don't drop
We don't
him.
do that.
Nah,
But if you're listening, bro,
you nasty.
whoever did that, and that's your thing. I'm not judging you. I'm glad everybody on that
But you
page.
nasty.
Everybody on that page, I'm happy I opened up. But this is what he said. In all caps. In all caps is what he said. He said, I had it done to me before. ... But Jesus Christ.
Oh,
It
it was
was
about
the-
2 different ones.
Yeah.
Are you still up?
Yeah, I saw that one though.
He gotta be.
He said
gotta be
Jesus.
right.
Yeah.
He said Jesus Christ. It was the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
And I said, excuse me? And all the girls was like, that's good you're opening up. That's glad. I'm happy for you. He was like, yeah. I was like, and I said, well, you do what you do for you. I'm happy you opened up on this page, but I'm not with it. But dude, he put in all caps, Jesus Christ.
No, the second post that went nuts. This post is still getting comments today, like probably right now. It was one that you posted. That poll that you posted. This fool said, "Where
ladies, it said, ladies, where do you prefer to catch it at? Fake? What did you say? No, you didn't say face. You said mouth, body,
dead ass,
you said mouth, body,
or towel
dead ass
at first. And then Zoe came in
and changed it.
And then he put mouth.
No, he put mouth.
Yeah, he put
So
mouth.
what's the option now?
Mouth, towel, face,
dead
body.
ass, and body, and
body.
towel.
And then they went
with the top,
nuts.
with the
What's the top one?
post
Was
that
mouth.
But it
They-
was nasty.
they-
bro.
And the sad thing about it though, bro, on everything,
Mm-hmm.
somebody inboxed the once name and said, "Does it show who votes for that?" I said, "Yes, your name was up there." Like it's a poll, and it shows. So when you vote on it, it shows your picture. And half the girls that was on it, I was just like, I did not know they did this shit. Like they was like cool ass girls, bro. Like you were like, bro, I didn't know she was like that. Bro, I'm talking about it was like it was just like it was just shocking.
This one wasn't shocking because you know I have
You don't get across the water.
you know I done
one that was ladylike was my cousin. She put tile.
Exactly.
She was the only photo.
Yeah.
I was dying.
Look, I said, what a fucking waste.
Hey, the white girl said she was like, I don't mind. She said I don't mind in the mouth, but she said, but I don't swallow. He said, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
And she was like, which one me to throw up? He was like, what you mean? And this
Sprite
one dude said, just get some Sprite after you get done.
Some Sprite or something to wash it down.
I was like, these people wild,
They
bro.
wild on
They
that
wild.
Hey, y'all funny. Y'all got something fun. Y'all keep it.
Hey, that shit wild,
Hey.
bro.
But
I'll tell you, bro, like, so, it was another one on there. It was another one. I think I posted one. I can't think, man, this stupid ass fucking phone.
It ain't the phone, bro. It's the Wi-Fi. We're in the damn basement, bro.
I'm trying to think of one that I seen, and again, I should have screenshot it, but I thought that we'd have service.
Yeah, old girl woke up this morning. That what's her name?
Yeah.
7 o'clock this morning, talking about it was Michael Myers choking a girl. It was like when he chokes you and it says do it harder. And I said, take your ass to church and quit being freaky.
Yeah.
Like,
Freaky them up, freaky
Like,
ass.
this other girl was like, girl, you need to relax. It's Sunday.
I'm just saying.
Freaking weekend.
I'm just saying, we like that was only supposed to be a 24-hour like thing.
That's
that
good.
That we do for Friday because like, and again, like it would happen every.
Spice it up.
Well, no, it would happen every Friday because somebody would post something and it would be on the weekend. So I was like, all right, cool, let's flip it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all, but you
Y'all-
got certain days for certain things.
Y'all nasty. Like,
And
I love
continue to be that way. I'm not judging.
yeah, long y'all
We
ain't
not
got,
good.
long y'all ain't got multiple mates. I'm cool.
There you go.
Y'all using rubbers if you got multiple mates.
Yeah.
But
Because here's the thing, ain't nobody said that. You know these bitches is out here fucking. They got multiple mates. Bitches is fucking.
Hey, okay. Hey,
And bro, the thing about it is, bro, they so hard with it, and they in your face. Yeah, so what? Is you gonna come eat this pussy or not? That's how bitches talk to me.
What Don Sean say? We got done with that poll. He said, y'all don't be surprised I'm in your inbox.
And you see what I posted after, right? I was like, we are not responsible for nothing that y'all do.
That's all
during,
Don Sean.
before, or after this show, or whatever this post
I've
goes.
probably been in the inboxes too.
Well,
I
we
go
know
straight to
that.
that poll, okay? Screenshot her name.
I was over like, okay, I done hit her already. I don't want none of that.
Trying
Let
to
me
turn
see.
it.
Let me see.
Every time, Sean, what about every time the old girl always comment, her boyfriend was on there, he said, you need to calm down.
Hey, boy.
He was
They are
all
embarrassing
like,
their mates, man. I'm telling you, man, it's wild.
Y'all seen that dude though, bro? The Instagram dude massaging them bitches, fam?
Yeah.
exotic.
He wild, fam. He wild. Hey, I know about he not
I
wild.
want to do one. I'm
But
going to get me a
the
man.
ones that got a man, though, I heard a woman
That's
say,
crazy.
she got a man, she married. She said, yeah, I want one of them. I looked at her, I said, I swear to God, I would kill him and her.
And you know what's funny?
I gotta cut you loose.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Marcus posted that video on our page.
Yeah.
He said, how do y'all feel about this?
He
He was
know
like,
how I feel about this. Here's the thing.
Smacking him on the ass.
Bruh, she naked.
Naked.
Only thing she got on is her panties. And
Barely got damn
but
panties
the thing
on.
about that is though, when and ladies, y'all know this, when a nigga caress your body the right way and the way he on them, bro, he doing his motherfucker.
He on it.
Hey, bro, you know them panties is wet, soaked, and you know his dick hard. You know
When he's sitting right, she's sitting right there on top of
bro,
him.
you might as well just go on the bone.
Might well go on
And that's my thing. That's why I can't be a masseuse. I can't do shit like that.
well, you don't think that man ain't hitting half his clients?
Yes.
I seen one of them who kissed him on, like she did him a little pet while he was rubbing, like she couldn't take it. Like she couldn't handle it.
Bro, women, I ain't, look,
Yeah.
bro, I ain't no specialist. I ain't trying to advertise them, but,
Yeah.
bro, I'm a bad motherfucker with these hands, man.
Nice with it.
I'm a bad motherfucker with these hands now. You know what I'm saying?
Come back.
Get your
Get
your
ass.
Hey,
You know what you putting down.
if
If
they
they
ain't,
ain't know what
if
you
they ain't,
putting
I'ma
down.
keep on putting it down till they get
You
shit
catch
up.
it when he pitch you.
Bro, I'm telling you, I done made a girl come just by rubbing her back, bro. I ain't do nothing. I was so fucking terrified.
Put that on the academy, fam.
Bro, I fuck me up. I'm sitting there rubbing her. I'm telling my nigga, I'm getting into it. Next thing you know, I said, the fuck wrong with you? She said, I don't even want to tell you. I said, Bitch, you just nutted that bitch. She started I said, ooh, wee. I said, I'm the shit. She started laughing. She said, shut the fuck up.
Hey, you know they got it was on IG. It was on IG. This lady just started her salon. And she got a salon in the middle. On the right side, she got a barber section for the guys. She has a boyfriend and everything. So she built a side room. It's called the exotic room. It's the same thing, but it's with women. And this woman I'm talking about is cornbread fed. Like, she's beautiful, body, got the works. And she does the same thing. Like, dudes come in, they come in naked, but got a towel on. And she had on.
So we can get this
service it's too? In Atlanta. I was gonna screenshot it. I was send it to you, but she has like.
Oh, you got to, because I know she get booked up, and I'm going to Atlanta for Thanksgiving.
She is like, her body is crazy.
She get on top of it.
She had a camera in there. It was a dude with dreads, tatted up. He was like this. His dreads laying down. She came down. She had this one-piece lingerie on, thong through
No.
Thing went boom. She started rubbing his like chest from the top part. Then she's 69 though, and was rubbing like his thighs and stuff. Her butt was all in dude's face. He was just sitting there like, just sitting there. Then she would turn around and like dance on him while she was massaging his chest. And I was just like, but it showed a second clip where her boyfriend came in and he got mad and was gonna shoot the place up. And I was like, yeah, this is crazy. But like, they got this in Atlanta though. Like, she like,
what she look like? Cause I probably would have done the same thing.
Bro,
bitch, this what you in here doing?
Bro, I'm talking about
what's wrong with you, hoe?
Bro, like, and
I'm finna kill you.
And it's a red room. It's red. Yeah. You just walk, you lay on this thing, and I'm talking about bro now.
Gonna bust something down.
I couldn't do it.
But
especially the one position you was talking about, 69 ass out of my face. Bro, I'm nasty, so I'm probably gonna.
I probably would have. That's what I'm always.
Bro, it's like you sitting there for the experience, bro. Like you sitting there for the experience, getting a massage while she's naked or whatever. But when she go on trying to do something like that, you like, that's the naked zone. Come on, man.
I gotta chill. They can see me doing this.
See, the thing is, though, you gotta test the water, so that's why I said I ain't gonna touch it. I'm just gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like a little ice cream cone. Is that cool? That's cool.
It better not be no bad.
She don't say nothing.
When she don't get home. When she late.
You the last
one.
It's terrible, bro.
But it was funny though. It was
all
like,
I gotta do is get them first 2 licks out.
It was funny because like, bro, when she showed the video,
he nasty, bro. You got a problem, nephew. Nephew got a problem. Nephew said you get your first 2 licks and he's gonna take back home again. Hey, what you ain't
Hey, I've eaten worse, bro.
It's like he's eating worse.
I drank out of a puddle when I was a kid.
Man.
Yeah, I got my ass beat, bro. Let me tell you this story. We're gonna get back on subject, bro. My brother, I was, he 10. That big of an age difference, you know, you wanna do whatever the fuck your big brother say. This stupid son of a bitch. Went and got a goddamn cup, and fuck you. Went and got a cup from, I don't know where, we didn't have styrofoam cups. He probably had that shit from yesterday from the goddamn freeze cup that he bought from the neighbor. Went out there, did that shit, here, drink it. I said, no, I ain't doing that. Man, quit being a bitch, drink it. Mom sitting right there, looking out the window, right at it. Drunk that shit. She come outside with the belt, beat my ass in front of everybody. He's sitting there laughing. Yo, dumb ass. Bro, you told me to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you told me.
She should have beat you. That's nasty.
Bro, I didn't know no better. He told me to drink it.
She could have stopped it though. Like,
and she said that. Now she wanted. That was a lesson. Yeah, she wanted to see how stupid I was. She found out that day I was dumb as fuck. She found out that day I was dumb.
I can see her in this motherfucking really gay. Motherfucker here that this nigga won't drink the shit in the refrigerator. Yeah. He gonna go drink the bottle of water.
She gonna be like,
well, she ain't whoop his ass. And then one time, bro, his dumb ass nigga, we had the bathroom upstairs used to get locked sometimes, like from the inside, so you couldn't. In another instance, while I was being a dumbass kid, he's like, bro, go get the phone. I didn't know that my mama boyfriend sold weed at the time, so it was all type of weed in the house. First thing I do is call 911. Police out, bro. I tell you, she beat my ass, bro. As soon as I got
what?
my ass, bro, so motherfucking. He was like, I was like, bro, I didn't tell you to call the police. I was like, you didn't tell me what to do, so I go get the phone, bitch. You in danger.
So everybody go to jail?
Nah.
Oh.
But
Grace.
yeah, luckily, because I'm sure I would have. I probably
She
wouldn't
still,
be here today.
yeah, she still
Still would have been whooping my ass. Boy, I used to do dumb as shit, bro. This is so fucking dumb.
Oh
Well,
man,
damn.
that's a great way to end it because I ain't getting enough after that. So,
But hold on, wait. But we didn't talk about current events.
okay.
Just one more thing. All right, so I was on listening to the radio the other day. This motherfucking dude from Colombia, he's a singer. Can't think of his fucking name. Anyway, this motherfucker had a music video, and it's nothing but black women on dog leashes on all fours crawling around, and like I just want to see how he's Colombian.
Okay.
But they all black, like all the women are black, and it was like everybody was making a big deal out of it, saying it was racist and all that shit. I ain't seen the video, so I don't know what the concept is, but like, what do y'all think just by hearing that shit? Like, is that
Fuck
fucked up?
shit.
Okay, so I'm
But
gonna
just because it's black ladies, I feel like that's
it could be pushed into a narrative. Now, me personally, I don't even like the whole nose, like the whole move, nose reveal because I know where it comes from.
mm,
Like they used to pierce our nose like they can lead us around. So when I see us doing it, I'm like, that's really not what it is. But I mean, it's not a good look because when you're trying to change the conversation of representation, any type of bad press is always gonna put you back 2 steps.
and it's gonna be way louder than the good press.
Not only that, but you already in other countries doing it too. So like in Colombia, where the civil rights movement and all that stuff, like they have their own, but it's not as impactful. Like you putting them folks behind that. So now you gotta think bigger. Like my man's even saying, like you gotta think about everybody else. Like that's what a lot of people don't get about why black people here push so hard because we got on the biggest stage. That's why we got the stuff that we got. True, it ain't much, but it's definitely better than some other places.
Right.
Most other places.
Right.
Because they still dying. We are too, but I mean it just doesn't weigh out. Like we
Our
still
pros and cons are we got some pros.
right.
Plenty.
Right.
We got some pros.
So in that regard, no, it shouldn't be just looked over because think about it. That's all somebody is looking for is for somebody to go, okay, cool, this one's all right, and that's that lane. They go down that rabbit hole. Well, y'all said they did some school, so we just went here with it, and then it starts to stretch.
And then it continues to put them back.
There you go.
It's like so they got their own civil rights movement, but yet you over here making it okay for this motherfucker to walk you around in the dog leash.
Right.
Like for one, as a black woman, you should stand up for yourself and say, no, I'm not gonna take his fucking role.
Yeah, they wrong for this.
Yeah, because it's like no matter what you go. I feel like you can get another job. This ain't the only opportunity that you're gonna get. And whoever the fuck this dude is, he ain't that big. He's only getting that big because of the fuck shit that he just did.
Not only that, but you also gotta think that like we still come from over there too. So you still gotta have I forget what the sublist is, but it's like Afro. What is that?
Afro.
Yeah. So like again, our people are still down there too. It ain't just black Americans, it's black all over.
So y'all think it's an issue?
I mean, yeah, at this level because you gotta think. Like, okay, put it in context.
Just him doing it, not. I mean, just I don't know, like because it's.
What was the picture looking like? It was like it was a freak. Like was it a
party?
It was Halloween costume, or it was a freak shit, or album cover?
It was more freak shit, but at the same time, it's just the fact they're trying to make a big deal of them being out on all fours and getting walked like a dog. Like what it represents is what I'm saying.
Right.
Shit, I mean, shit, personally, I can say, bro, like you said, first, women, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, y'all make the decision, but I feel like everything, bro, anything somebody do, they gonna make something out of it. Because at the end of the day, we could have put 4 white girls down there, and then white people would be like, we're better than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Type of word it is. So I feel like just anything.
And then see exactly what if they would have had a you know what I'm saying, made it a whole mix bag.
Mix.
You know what I'm saying?
You think would have What you think would happen if it was men? It was like
It would
white
have
girl,
been
Chinese.
But I'm just saying,
It would be more of a women thing, man.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have switched from color to more like a woman thing.
But you don't. A lot of these people that do photo shoots or whatever always ask. Most of them ask like,
They always do.
do you feel comfortable doing this?
They always do.
But a lot of them prefer like that type of women. Like I seen video shoots with rappers like, I just want white girls in my videos. And I want them to do this, do that. You know, and then black girls get mad about it. Be like, why he got white girl? He ain't for the culture. Why you got? You know what I'm saying? It's just anything that start a riot. Like
I guess it's really at the end of the day your ethics. Like,
yeah.
What you stand for personally, because I'm thinking about it. Some of the women, I'm thinking about that situation. They probably if I didn't have no bread, this probably was the route.
But here's the thing though, in that, I get that a person would think that. Here's the thing, they don't get paid.
They don't.
Video girls don't get shit, bro.
All the money ain't good money, so you need for
I don't
exposure.
they don't get no bread off it.
Bro, you might get $200 in lunch. A lunch above.
Well, it depends on what artist you're working with.
Man, no, bro.
It depends on what label they
But I'm just saying, like it's some video girls get paid.
Not no more, bro. The industry has went all the way down, bro. It's terrible. That's why they all do IG shit now. That's why they all do OnlyFans and shit. Like, bro, that shit, there's no money in that shit. Most of the time they do that shit. They do that shit. They do that shit to get more exposure, like you said, to the IG page, to where they can get more income. Exactly, like because that shit ain't, bro. They ain't getting nothing.
So at the end of the day, like
maybe just because they want to get a connect. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more opportunities, but as far as like money, they ain't getting shit.
It's probably like the opportunity.
Couple $100 and
that's why you went back to what you said. There's better opportunities.
Right.
So at the end of the day,
because with the opportunities that are going to arise here, are probably going to be some along the lines of you getting dressed up like a dog and walking around.
Exactly.
Right.
You're not
Listen,
elevating
ladies,
yourself.
do the fuck you want to do. You want to be walked around by a white man? Do your goddamn thing. I don't give a fuck.
If you want to post that stuff, who gives a fuck?
It's your business. If you're over 18, do the fuck you
And
want
see,
to do.
that's what I was going to get back to. Everybody know I don't give a fuck. I just want to see how y'all felt about
Now,
it.
if it was some shit like he was like hanging by nooses or something like
then we got to draw down on this.
But like, it was just.
And see, he already
At
apologized.
the end of the day, shit.
Because here's the thing, like, I just don't understand why it was that big of a deal. Like, because, like, why the fuck am I even here? I brought it up to y'all because, like, I thought the shit was just interesting. I want to see y'all take it.
I gotta see it.
Nah, but I'm just like, why is it that big of a deal for me to hear this shit on the radio and see it? Like, I ain't even seen the shit, but I'm gonna go look the shit up.
Right. It's that big. Yeah. So that type of shit pisses me off though. Because when you come talking about some bread, you ain't gonna get shit. You talking about some financial freedom,
or when it comes to these black women being trafficked, you're not gonna hear that.
Yeah, you're not gonna hear that. That shit is bad.
That's nigga.
It's terrible. I didn't know it was that bad until
that shit is fucking ridiculous.
I don't know if y'all know, but it's called the Fred Hampton Gun Club.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be in it as well, but I got people on my team. The chairman's on my team, so they just tell me how they work hand in hand, like with different, like with the Woodstock people that go actually get them people. I didn't know, but they like Murfreesboro. Now it's deep everywhere. Like they getting them. I didn't know it was that deep though. So like
you gotta protect. I'm telling you, bro, you gotta protect your motherfucking family and ladies. That's why in the last episode I'm telling you, bro, ladies, go get a gun.
Please.
I mean that, and on top of that, quit going out with just one girlfriend, get sloppy drunk, and get free drinks from everybody.
That too, yeah. So you gotta be smart. Ladies be smarter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
some people be wild.
They go for anything because they fucked up on the inside.
Inside, bro.
They fucked up, bro.
Some of y'all, you know how they do. All y'all.
No, but those are the ones that are going after. Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like if the shoe fit, then goddamn you got to wear that motherfucker. But I ain't talking to you. But a lot of you ladies out there, just like a lot of men, are fucked up and just going out here and just getting drunk and covering up their pain and fucking. And shit's gonna get y'all hurt. It ain't gonna be no more fucking for free. You're gonna be out here getting hit with that needle and fucking who John told you to fuck. So that's that, and I'm not being funny, I'm being fucking serious.
And then next thing you know, we'll have your picture on Freaky Friday.
Bye, y'all.
Come on, fam. Come on, fam.
Plug your social stuff. Make sure we know where to find you, and then we finna get about you. You ain't shit. You ain't.
You funny. So, bro, my social media, bro, so just tell her about my So, bro, I want you to follow me on Instagram at big page, Demarco. Same thing with the Facebook, with Demarco Placide. phone number if you want that.
No.
Yeah, you feel me?
I mean, if y'all want to get in contact,
We gonna have y'all.
we're gonna have all his information up on the
Right,
page.
and I'll get with y'all with the app when the app release.
Okay.
And then the app is on air, it's free, so anybody can download it. And then we got our own community on there too. So like y'all got y'all podcast, y'all can download the app and just drop it.
Oh,
Y'all
for
can
real?
drop y'all stuff on there. We can follow y'all on there. I made sure we got our own community type of deal. So you can get on there, drop y'all shit, tune in, y'all can drop a video, picture, type
But
of
see, that's a different audience that we can reach.
And if y'all want to get me, bro, I got it on the app where we go live. So like I got live education calls, so you can use the app and just it's a green light, it's a green dot. When we go live, you can just click it. And you're gonna take you straight to our Zooms. So if it's ever a day y'all want to just go live, I can just put the dot on there, say the time, one time out of the week. People just driving, just going out, watch out on the Zoom call.
We're gonna have to do that anyway because we gotta get interactive with our group fans. Cause them motherfuckers, I made a suggestion. They hear it now. I made a suggestion of, you know what I'm saying, like we're gonna do a live show or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, like let y'all chime in, you know what I'm saying, like on different shit, different subjects and shit like that, and
Zoom,
like that shit right there.
Y'all do Zoom, bro.
So we do, what's the other thing we do on there?
Live stream.
We used to do a live stream on there.
Oh, StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard. We do on our page. It blew. We had a couple episodes that blew up.
It was early though.
But our biggest episode was when we had when we had Chapel and Good on there.
Yeah.
When we talked about the police brutality. We had like 1,700 people watching that day. So it was pretty big. It was our biggest episode.
Yeah.
But besides that, man, it's just we just need to go live more, get interaction with people, stuff like that. But, and get a camera, hell. So, but we do good, man. We do good. Like I said, we do giveaways, money, gift cards.
Pussy.
Anything.
I don't do that.
We do a lot for.
On the group page, I'm telling you, you can get you some cooch on that group page. If that's what you want.
Like they gave out money the other day. Whoever gave out the best topics to talk about, and we voted.
Did we ever say that? Who won?
Yeah. Lyra and
No, I'm saying that we put it up here.
Yeah. I put it up.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he put it
I didn't see that.
You already paid him?
No, I gotta give you the cash. I got it on my cash app. I just send it to them. I got the cash.
Yeah.
But as I close out every show, I'm gonna tell you like I always say. If you don't know by now, then I don't know what to tell you. This has been the I Don't Know podcast, and we are out.
Oh, I got the PG.
Yeah, this was good, bro. I fuck with this, bro.
We try to do it every Sunday, but most time we do it on what 4:30.
Yeah, and we normally try to break it up,
Why
but
people-
we just have to run straight.
Why people don't like pull up on y'all?